What if we like root around there a little bit? Maybe this has to come down about here. Let's fill that in. I mean, the entire base of this thing needs to stick out. As it comes down. But maybe not by much. Maybe not by very much. Oh, I'm not gonna click on the video right now because I'm streaming. What's the video queue? It's a question regarding Diablo on mobile. Oh, you. Okay, that's just something else completely. You're looking at the Diablo, the mobile Diablo drama. Seems like there's a lot of haters. Which I don't know if that's... I think that's not really good, because... I mean, nobody was expecting Diablo 4 anyway. And if you hate on Blizzard too much, they're just not gonna do it anymore. Do you play Diablo, Wesley? Or Helena? If not, then the drama doesn't concern you at all, and it's not that interesting. Alright, nope, alright. The question, Q says, someone asked the devs, are you preparing to have this playable on PC? No, crowd boos. Well, I mean... The devs asked you guys not have phones. No, but Q, like this so negative. The so-called Diablo fans are so negative. It's incredible how negative they are. I mean, I guess if people are still asking for Diablo at this point, they're not the reasonable people. No, but these are the people who Q, I'm not sure, like, if fans is what I would call them. I mean, Star Wars has a similar issue where there's some people who pay a lot of attention to Star Wars, but they're only hating. But this wasn't a big review, Q. They pretty much said that there wasn't gonna be a big Diablo review this year. Like there's not gonna be what the fans were waiting for this year. They said that. I mean, they didn't say it in so many words, but they said pretty much that. Anyway. guess something like that. Need to fill this in a lot more. Oh, vines? Okay. I mean, it would make a bit more sense, Q, if Blizzard said, we're gonna have a big Diablo thing that you would love, and then they showed us this. Like, that would make sense, but they didn't say that. They said the opposite. They said, okay, you guys should not be expecting a great announcement this BlizzCon. So I feel like Blizzard did exactly what they said they were gonna do. And like they've been doing so little Diablo stuff for so long now. Like there's been no Diablo content for so long. Why would you expect it now? Q says they said do expect the big announcement that a lot of you are hoping for, but they don't expect, but there'll be some great news. Well, I mean, all the people who wanted to play Diablo on their mobiles. This is their great news. There's probably like not that many people, but you know. I'm not sure how big this route should be. Alright, let's look at it from above. Probably thicker. Hey, okay, I see what you're doing, Wesley, but remember that we need to... So the top of this thing is gonna be much more interesting than just the slice, is what I want to say. So we're gonna have to like have jagged bits of broken wood up here. So like, be careful about putting in fine details before we've... Yeah, I see it. It's just that there's gonna be a lot more shaping before we put in the fine details, and so the fine details aren't really gonna look like that, is what I mean. Should this be bigger? In a way, Half-Life 3 is similar, right, Q? It's like people have such unreasonable hype and expectation for Half-Life 3 that it's quite possible that Valve simply cannot do it in a way that the so-called fans would be satisfied with. Like the... It's this sort of like unreasonable expectation that doesn't really factor in things like whether or not it's doable, whether or not they have money, whether or not, you know, something like this can be done in the amount of time that they have. This is okay. Let's work on a bit over here. And like, if you're not into Diablo for mobile, then I mean, my attitude is fine. That's not a game for me. This is not an announcement that's directed at me, and that's fine. I mean, that's my attitude to it. Q says it's more like they know we all want D4 or an expansion to D3 or remastered D2. They know we're all PC gamers. No, but that's not... like, a company has to expand their customer base. They know the PC gamers will buy a new PC Diablo. Whatever it is, whenever it comes out. Right? What Blizzard needs to do is to expand the market, because you know Q, every time Blizzard releases something big for one of their games, their other games suffer. Because they focus on PC so much. They basically have a finite number of players, and their games cannibalize each other. And so they need to diversify their customer base if they want to expand. Q says, yeah, all true, but I don't think there's any problem with us all expressing our disappointment. Okay, well, sure, okay. I guess you can all be disappointed then. It's not gonna... I mean, it's still gonna be the same thing. It's like our favorite coffee shop deciding to change to a soda store. They're not changing it to a soda store, it's just that they're also selling soda alongside the coffee. I don't know what the shape of this should be. I guess it should like come down into the water. Man, these roots are massive. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if... I mean, look, like thinking from Blizzard's perspective, also we have 4 minutes left. Thinking from their perspective, like Diablo 4 would make more money if they can pull in people who have never played Diablo before. Because if you're only relying on your so-called existing fans, that market or that pool gets smaller and smaller over time. Because there's retention issues, right? So every time you release a new iteration of a game, so from Diablo 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, you need to like draw in new players along with retaining the old players. And so if whatever it's called, Diablo, what's it called again? Diablo, what's the mobile game? if mobile Diablo manages to draw in people who maybe aren't PC players, or they haven't played PC Diablo, but they played on mobile, and they like it enough that when you release Diablo 4, they're willing to play it on PC or something, perhaps, then that would give Blizzard the resources and the motivation to build a bigger, better Diablo 4 when they do it. There's also like considerations like that. It's not a productive thing if your franchise becomes more and more narrowly focused towards a narrow group of current fans and supporters. Because, like, you know, Minecraft went from Java to, and like when Microsoft bought Mojang, they spent a lot of their time just making mobile ports of Minecraft. They ported to the phone, to consoles, etc, etc. But that, you know, if that pulls in revenue for them, and then they're able to invest that revenue into then going back to the Java version and improving that, that's fine, like that's great. Like that shouldn't be seen as a negative thing. Maybe this should be wider down here. And the thing is, it has, right? Because now that Microsoft has released a whole bunch of mobile versions of Minecraft, mobile and console versions, now their content updates are quite good. And they're rolling out the content upgrades for all the versions. Q says it could be a negative thing though, as it could dilute and slow down progression. No, but you need resources, you need money, Q. You need money to do anything. I don't think Minecraft has slowed down or diluted. Maybe for a while Minecraft slowed down a little bit as they were focusing on making the ports. But once they made the ports, then they went straight back to making content, and then the content has been very interesting. Anyway, I mean, it's up to the business. It's up to the developers themselves to figure this stuff out, right? I mean, the fact that Blizzard has not released Diablo 4... Oh, the time's up, I probably should end the stream. Okay, last thought. The fact that they haven't released Diablo 4 for so long, presumably they have some internal data showing that now is not the right time for whatever reason. Maybe they don't expect it to sell enough copies. I mean, whatever... You know, however fervent the fans think they are, ultimately they need to sell enough copies to justify making a whole new game. And Diablo 3 was a bit rough when it released, like the auction house and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Diablo 3 was under their expectations. Anyway, hey, time's up, Wesley. We should... I'm gonna end the video for YouTube here and end the stream soon as well. I think we need more massive routes. Actually, the stuff we've been doing so far looks fine. That looks kind of good. This was kind of good. Q says, yeah, because they were trying to do a money grab like they are with this port. Money grab, yes, but then as long as they invest the money back into making the game better, I feel like that's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here and end the stream soon. Alright, see you later.